Hello guys, welcome back. This is the Forex Crypto Hub. Um, we are going to check on the weekly market forecast and we shall check on all the three types of analysis. That is the technical analysis, fundamental
Yeah,
analysis, and Buddha, zima your mic.
yeah.
Zima your mic. Kindly zima mic.
Uh,
Um, so as I have said, we will be looking on the technicals, fundamentals, and also the sentimental analysis part. And to start with, we can start with let's start with the sentimental. Let's start with sentiments and see what's happening on that side, or what are majority planning to do and what the minority are planning to do as well. Um, Maybe we can go to fundamentals as we wait for the my FX book to open, where we can check on the sentiments. Coming to Forex Factory, this is now where you are going to see the news events you are having this week, the time, the expectations, and also the previous data on the same. So tomorrow is on Monday, 9th. Tomorrow on Monday in Austria, we are going to have a bank holiday. So if you trade the Australian related pairs, kindly stay away from them. We are going to have another bank holiday that is on CHF and also on Euro. So um, it's upon you to know what to do. On Tuesday, I don't see any major news there. On Wednesday, we are going to have the CPI for US, that is the Consumer Price Index, month over month. The previous was at 0.2%. This time, according to forecast, is expected to be above. That will be now at 0.3%. The CPI month over month is as well expected. In this case, the previous was at 0.2%. The expectation here is also at 0.2%. The core CPI, that is now the core consumer price index. CPI stands for consumer price index. And when we talk of core, in this case, we are talking now of the prices for all goods and services, excluding the most liquid ones. That is now about energies and food. They are not included in the core. So the core CPI gives us now the actual inflation. Talking of CPI, we talk of inflation on the consumer side. So when we talk on core CPI, we are talking now about the real inflation. And core CPI, this is now what the Fed or the Federal Reserve normally focus on, right? Yeah, so we have to keep an eye on that. Then we have the last one, which is the CPI year over year. It was at 2.3%. This time is expected to go high. And also now, if you can base our arguments on the statistics and what has been happening in the US economy recently, we can say that there is high probability that we are going to have an increase in inflation. So there's a probability that the dollar is going to be bullish when you come to Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. But we will as well confirm with our technicals, right? Going to Thursday, we are going to have the GDP on the UK. GDP stands for the gross domestic product. That is month over month. You can see previous was at 0.2%. This time they are expecting a negative 0.1%. and it's there's a probability that we are going to have a drop on that, on the GDP. It can either drop to 0.1 or 0.0, or even the expected 1 year, which is negative 0.1. But what we expect is a natural or a reading which is less than the previous one. And if that is to happen, GBPUSD, we are going to be looking for sales. That will be on Thursday at 9 a.m. Later in the day, we at 3:30 we are going to have the inflation now on the producer side. That is now what we call the PPI, the producer price index. Producer price index. That is now what we call the PPI. We have the core PPI. This is now the real inflation on the producer side. When you see of core, it's when the most liquid things, the things which whose prices can change anytime or they change very fast, are now excluded. That is energy and also the foods. Foodstuffs are excluded. The energy related, yeah, they are excluded. The previous one was at a negative 0.4. This time we are expecting 0.3. That is now according to the forecast. So an actual um, or a reading which is above negative 0.4, it's going to be a good one. And also that is going to be my expectation. So I'll be expecting a reading above the previous, and that is going to give me a positive dollar. So if the dollar is going to be buying, gold is going to be selling, GBPUSD is going to be selling, Euro USD the same, and on the other hand, USD JPY, USD CHF, they are going to all be buying. Then we will be expecting the PPI now, that is month over month. Previous was negative 0.5, expectation here 0.2%. That's cool. Unemployment claims, we have a previous one at 247. This time they are expecting a drop. So in this case, for the unemployment, I'll expect an actual less than the forecast. Actual less than forecast. On Friday, you all saw that on Friday, when was Friday? That was on 6th. We had the NFP release, and as I had just informed you in the group, things came out as we expected, and that was very nice. That was very nice. Friday. So when we check on what happened on Friday, you saw that the market did as you expected. On the NFP side, the actual was greater than the forecast, and coming to here is it. The non-farm employment change, the actual came out at 139k. The expectation was at 126k, so actual was greater than forecast, which was a good news for the dollar. And we saw that as we had predicted, gold sold, and it is sold very well, massively. The dollar index bought. For the unemployment change, it remained at 4.2%. Unemployment rate remained at 4.2%. Coming to average hourly earnings, you can see it also increased from 0.2% to 0.4%, which is a good impression as well. So yeah, with that being said, I guess we are good to go. I don't know why this one is taking too long. My FX book. Let me try opening another window and see. It's going to take so long as well. Sorry, it's already opened actually. It's opened. So you go to community, then click on you click on sentiments, click on sentiments, and then you scroll downwards, and now the pairs will start showing here. The first pair we have here is Euro USD. We have the first pair here is Euro USD, then we have Gbpusd as well. So let's wait for it to continue to finish loading so that we can get the full data. We will as well check on gold. That is now Xauusd. It's taking too long now. I'd like to get the numbers. To see the percentages. That's what I'm really looking into. Okay, we can't continue just waiting for this. We can shift to the technical analysis as we wait for that. You can shift to technical analysis as we wait for that. I believe you remember on Friday I shared this, and here is where we had our take profit, and it was over 450 pips. That was impressive. So we can do fresh analysis. In all the pairs we normally check on and see what we are expecting this coming week. That is now from 9th to 13th, if I'm not wrong. So let's start with here we have the weekly time frame. We have the weekly time frame over here. So let me go start from the monthly time frame. Let's start from the monthly time frame. Don't forget that the month has just begun. So coming to monthly time frame, you will see we had an imbalance over here. We had this imbalance. We had this imbalance. Okay, I can see this one is done, so we can just do a fast cross check. Why is it not functioning? Okay, we will do that later. Let's just continue with our technicals. So we had this imbalance over here. The market had earlier respected it. You can see the market tried again to come in. The market tried to come back and respect it again, and then we have this imbalance on the other side over here. That's one. This is a monthly time frame, and I don't see anything else to check on the monthly time frame. We can now go to weekly time frame. Maybe we're going to get more information on that. Now coming to weekly time frame, you can see the market has been selling like crazy. Then after this, the market went up, then back to selling. You can see back to selling. Now in the previous week, you can see the market dropped, and then it did what? It had a pullback. You can clearly see that the market had a pullback, and this one is trying to tell us something. So now if you check on this market, well, the market dropped, came back, dropped, and you can see now the market is trying to give a pullback. So we might be having this possible double bottom, which can push the dollar index higher. Also, if you check on how the market did, or how the market moves, that is now the market faces impasse, correction, impasse. This might be a possible correction before we continue downward. So we have to be very keen as we continue trading this. And again, where the market is at currently, it's already above a very strong weekly support zone. you can see that the market is currently above. So what might happen this coming week? Maybe the market might drop a little bit, and then from there we can see the market continue going up. We can see the market continue going up. And also, if you base your arguments on what happened on Friday in the NFP, yeah. So coming to daily time frame, you can see, yeah, we initially had this. The market has been in this downtrend. The market has been trending here. The market has been trending in this. The market has been trending here in this downtrend. The market has been trending in this one, and it's still in it. It's still trading inside there. Market came down, up, down, which is giving us that. So now we expect this market to break out and then give a retest, and by so doing we will now be sure we are now buying with an inverse head and shoulders, and also what, a double bottom confirmation. So we wait and see how the market is going to behave. Let's wait and see how the market behaves. The market open tomorrow, so
Yes, Ken.
yes.
Yeah, I'm seeing you explaining, but I'm not seeing you sharing your screen.
Hey, what?
Yes, on my side, I can't see you sharing your screen.
Sorry about that. You could have said earlier.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I thought I was sharing my screen actually.
Yeah.
But I've done a recording, so you will see the first part of it. So as I was saying, I expect this dollar index to come to this level, maybe give a breakout and then give a retest, and then we can continue with our buys. So that is daily time frame. Let's see what does the forward time frame as. Let's see on the forward time frame. Let's see what's there in the forward time frame. Now coming to forward time frame, the market is very clear. You can see we had a drop, that push there, and now currently the market is here. So now the forward time frame seems to be very clear. I expect this market to push a little bit higher, then give a retest, and then now we can get good liquidity to break out of this trend line. As you can see, if that is to happen, we are going to have an inverse head and shoulders on the forward time frame. We are going to have this. We are going to have our left shoulder here, our right shoulder here, and the head here where we have the double bottom. You can as well see we had a liquidity grab over here. So that's fantastic. So now the market open, we can expect the market to go up, then retest before we can now proceed with our long buys. Up, come, and then we do what? We proceed with our long buys. That is for our time frame. That's for our time frame. I don't know whether 1 hour has something important. Let's check on the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame as well, we are expecting an inverted head and shoulders. At first the market gave an inverse head and shoulders here, this one, right? But now we are expecting one which is much clearer. So that's my take on the dollar index. That's my take on the dollar index. That's my take on the dollar index. We can proceed to GBPUSD. That's my take on the dollar index. We will just keep an eye and see what's going to happen. We are going to keep an eye and see what happens. So we can now move to GBPUSD. GBPUSD. So we start with the monthly time frame. We start with the monthly time frame. You can see on the monthly time frame the market is still very bullish. You can see in the previous month the market has been very bullish, and we have just started a new month. Now let's check where we have a very strong let's see where we have a strong zone. So in this case I'm going to use a line graph. I will use a line graph and come and mark where we have a strong zone. This happens to be a strong zone for us. The market has given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches. That's not bad. We have 5 touches over there, so that's a good point of interest. I can now take back my chart to candlesticks. So that's now where the market is currently approaching. Market is approaching to that level. I can just mark this imbalance here also. So now I have the playground. I have the playground over there. I have the playground over here. I have this playground that is now between 1.4 thousand to that another point. So let's continue. That is monthly time frame. Let's check weekly time frame. Let's check on the weekly time frame. Coming to weekly time frame, you can see the market has been very bullish in the recent weeks. The market has been very bullish, and you can see we had this imbalance over here, which the market did what? We had that imbalance there, which the market passed it very impassively. We had that order block above, just slightly above that imbalance, which is now currently holding the prices. So I can expect GBPUSD to drop, come and fill this imbalance here. So I can expect that drop, and also when the market drops from the current price, it might as well go past the imbalance level to the order block over there before we can see further buys on that. So basically I'll be expecting sales first. That is on weekly time frame. That's on weekly time frame. Let's see daily time frame. Let's see how is daily time frame. Let's see how things are on the daily time frame. Now coming to daily time frame, one thing is very clear. We had this impassive move. The market has given a very clean double top. The market has given a very clean double top. So I expect the market to continue selling to this level. I expect the market to continue selling. Remember, on the other side, we have seen we are expecting buys of the dollar index. So this one is very much possible. Let's wait and see. And also, if we check the market well, this is on the what? On the daily time frame. The market it's approaching our resistance. We have a resistance zone over here, right? We have our resistance zone over there. And as the market is approaching that, you can see the market is now trending in kind of a consolidation. So that gives us what we call a raising wedge, a possible raising wedge. And remember, a raising wedge is a reversal pattern as well. So we will keep an eye on this, because the market can as well give us an head and shoulders pattern. If the market drops and breaks this zone, and then after the breakout comes back for a retest, we can have an head and shoulders, which can push us further. On the other hand, or on the other side, we have seen we can have a possible inverse head and shoulders on the dollar index. So let's watch out and see what happens over here with the Gbpusd. So that is daily time frame. There's nothing much to say on the daily time frame. Let's come to 4-hour time frame. Let's come to page 4. Coming to 4-hour time frame, you can see the market had a trend. The market had this trend, very good bullish trend. The market had a very nice bullish trend. The market had a very nice bullish trend. This one, you can clearly see it. And as you have seen on the daily time frame, we have a very clear double top. Also here the double top is appearing, very nice. So now what I can expect is the market to continue selling. Maybe we can check on 1 hour, might give us an entry for the sales. The 1 hour time frame might give us an entry for those sales. Also coming to 1 hour, we have the clear, and in the 1 hour, it's not just a double top. That was now the double top. And now, if you check well, this one can be termed as an head and shoulders. It can be termed as head and shoulders. So currently, this is where we have the market. We are going to wait for the market open and see what happens. If the market can just come up a little bit, maybe to this level, and then from there we can take our shots. Then from there we can take our shots. That is it for the Gbpusd. That is it for Gbpusd. Let me check on gold. Let me check on gold, and then we can call it a day. Then we can call it a night. So that is how gold has been. It was dropping. So let's just get a full analysis. Let's have a full analysis on it. Let's have a full analysis on it. Now, there's something interesting on gold. There's something interesting, and I want you to start doing your own research. You can see in the last 3 months, so the last previous 2 months and now this month, gold has been going up and then giving a pullback, leaving a lot of liquidity over here. We have a lot of liquidity from here going up. We have a lot of liquidity. The market finally tapped. It was roughly, you can just see, it was almost at 3,500. This month the market went to 3,400, which is very well. Now, analyzing gold, what I'll do, I'll start marking the highest point the market went to this month, and I'll as well mark this one. It can be a strong support level. So there's nothing else I can do on the monthly time frame on gold. There's nothing else I can do. And now coming to weekly time frame, the area I've marked as a strong support. You can see we had an imbalance here. Market respected that one very well. But now I have my point of interest below it, which is now an OB for those who understand it that way. Now, this is now where I'll be waiting for gold to come. If the market continues to buy, or the market opens with a lot of selling pressure, the market opens with a lot of selling pressure, I expect the gold to come here before we can go and grab those sell side liquidity, because the market will have now given us what, a bullish flag. What we currently have is what we say a possible one, a possible bullish flag. So I expect this is my long-term view on it. Market coming to around 3,000, then from there we can go to 3,600 or even 37. Yeah, so if gold comes to this level, that is 3,000 and maybe roughly below it, 30 20 29 29.92 there, and you get your buy entry, kindly swing that trade, hold it for long. That was weekly time frame. Let's see on daily. Time frame. Coming to daily time frame, you can see it's very clear. The market is now dropping with a triple top. We have three tops. The market is dropping with that. If we are to plot a trend line over here, of which I think is not appropriate in daily time frame, maybe it's going to be well on the forward time frame. But if I can just have it there, we have a lot of liquidity here. The trend line liquidity over here, and also we have the sell side liquidity over here. So high probability of the market selling to this level is still there. Also, basing our arguments on what is currently happening, that is both fundamentally on what happened with the NFP, and also you have seen that Trump and Elon, they are not in good terms as well on the other hand. So there's a lot we are checking on to see what next. So now I love two touches there, then market broke out. The support should resistance over here, and resistance over there. Okay, market gave a double top here. You can clearly see we had this M, we had a double top there, then we had a drop. But if you check on the market well, or if you go to 1 hour, you will see market had what we call an head and shoulders, which was not that much visible to many. It was hidden one. Then we had this drop. Currently the market is already out of, it has already broken the trend line. So market open, you can see maybe a further drop before market pushes up for a retest, and then you can continue doing what, you can continue dropping. And now with that being the case, we can target first, we can have a target over here, we can have this, we can target there. The other one we can sorry, the other point we can target is this one, the imbalance and OB slightly below the current market. So that one is another point of interest to check on. And actually you can expect the market to drop to this, and then from there come back for retest before we can proceed with our sales. So that is it from me. Today on the weekly market forecast.